So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 10 of gratitude. So just bring your hand to your heart. Whether you're lying down, sitting up, doesn't matter. Just bring your hand to your heart. And just closing your eyes, get a sense. There is movement. There is breath. And just begin to deepen and imagine that you can breathe in through either the back of your hand or just you have this sense of your heart breathing. Just see if your inhalation and exhalation can, how do they meet each other as you breathe through your heart? Can you slow down, really listening? How beautiful. So come rest into a child's pose. Come. So you're resting down onto your knees, your arms are long, or you can bend your elbows and hold your head in your hands. And just wiggle yourself down and just notice the breath and maybe feel still the place where your hand was resting on your chest. And just notice that there is movement, there is breath, there is flow, there is, full stop. Nice. Hands to the floor, coming up. Rounding your back, squeeze your bum. Arching your back, draw your chin forward as you look forward. Rounding your back, squeeze your bum. Arch your back, draw your shoulders away from your ears. Really feel like your neck is like a turtleneck, growing longer. Rounding your back and arching. Can you really exaggerate the movement of your head and your tail? Can you feel how they move in connection in this moment? Nice. And then keep your head still and only move your pelvis. So there's always a little bit of movement. We're all connected. So just moving your pelvis, squeeze your bum, arch your back. Squeeze your bum, arch your back. And then keeping your pelvis steady, only move your head and neck. Wow, that one's cool. As always, making it up as I go along. It's always so interesting in a class. I'm like, wow, that's such a cool movement. And now do the opposite. So as your back rounds, I want you to do the opposite movement with your head than what you usually do. So when you arch your back, usually you lift your head. Can you arch your back and drop your head? And can you round your head and arch your back? Or whatever way, like you should feel really confused. And you should feel like you don't quite know what you're doing, which is a really good sign. So as I round my back, I'm trying to lift my head. And as I arch my back, I'm trying to drop my head. Maybe you find this really easy. Maybe you don't. Oh my God. Great. And then just do the normal cat. And just notice, is there a little bit more movement or ease as you move? That was very cool confusion. Nice. And then a coordination left and right. Just squeezing, leaning in. Nice. And then lean your hips from left to right. So it's not your rib cage that's moving, it's your pelvis. How far can you move your pelvis to the right? How far can you move your pelvis to the left? It does this kind of compression or this sense of like there's a deep groaniness in the sides of my pelvis, in the sides of my hips, and the sides of my legs as I rock my pelvis from side to side. Next time you go to the right, pause, lean there in a moment. There's compression also on the inner thigh. And then to the other side, lean there for a moment. Nice, cool. Bring your elbows to the floor, make fists out of your hands, roll into your wrists. Roll in the other direction. Nice, open your hands wide, make fists. Open your hands wide, make fists. Cool, push back, downward dog. Stretching back, lengthening back. Have a bit of a wiggle. So I'm going to really lean from side to side, almost like bringing my bum down on one side and bringing my bum down on the other side. So I'm leaning, so you can just lean a little bit or you can travel all the way down. See how your shoulders, your hips, your legs, your knees. So dancing dog. You're just moving, swinging, connecting. Yeah, I'm leaning all the way back. Cool. We'll walk forward. Slowly rolling up. Come all the way up to stand. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. I think this is the first time we stood up since Friday. Yeah, I think so. Great. Good to stand up. So, standing at the front of your mat. Get a sense of your feet and just lift up and down a few times, really engaging or activating your feet. Nice. And then pause up on your toes. Notice where your shoulders are. Can you get taller up through the top of your head? Nice. Keeping up on your toes, can you sit your bum down a little bit? I'm counterbalancing my bum and my chest by moving my arms. Woo! Nice. And then try it again. Sit your bum down. You're up on your toes. And then coming all the way back up. And one more time. Sitting your bum down, whatever distance it goes down for you. And then coming back up. Cool. Pause. High on your toes. Nice. Cool. So balance is really a mobile thing. It's not stillness. Balance is this incredible dynamic thing. So yeah, you should be moving when you're balancing. So if you're wobbling a lot, it's really good. It's a good sign. So reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up. Can you feel your feet on the floor as you reach upwards? I can. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down, hands to the floor, round your back deeply as you draw your forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, arching your back, look forward. Nice, pause there, just lengthening. Neck, chin is moving forward, bum is lifting behind you, spine is arching. Breathe, take a sigh, wiggle your eyebrows, wiggle your toes. Nice. All the way down, hands to the floor, rounding your back, step your right foot back, pause, rounding deeply through your spine. Nice, drop your right knee to the floor. Traveling up, bring your left hand to your left thigh, and then swing your right hand across into elephant. So elephant is where your right arm is going to rest beside the corner of your right eye. You're going to swing across, and then touch the floor on the right side. Across. If you want to put something underneath your knee, you're very welcome to. Touch the floor. Across. Touch the floor. Great. Bring both hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. Pause. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Nice. And reach your fingers back towards your hips. Reach really long through your arms. Reaching through your fingers, lift through your chest. Feel like your fingers are gliding backwards. Nice. Hands to the floor, drop your head, push back, lifting your belly first. Push back, downward dog. Stretch your right foot up towards the ceiling. Draw your right knee towards your forehead, forehead to your knee, up towards the ceiling, forehead to your knee, ceiling, forehead to your knee. Great. Both feet to the floor. Turn your toes towards the right. Sit your left bum down, all the way down. Come back up. Turn your toes to the left. Sit your right bum down. When I do that, my left hand naturally lifts off the floor. All the way back up. Toes to the right. Sit your left bum down. Up. Toes to the left. Sit your right bum down. Up. Pause. And find a moment of stillness in motion. Connecting. Feeling the tectonic plates of your pelvis, the Himalayas. So pushing down into your hands, pushing down into your feet. And let the forces of the push meet in the pelvis and lift higher through the hips. Nice. Slowly walking forward, all the way forward to the front of your mat. Rolling all the way up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. We're going to do elephant to the side. So reach your right hand across the front of you. And then down. Reach the left arm across. And the hand that's beside me is kind of gliding a little bit behind my thigh or to the side of my thigh, and it's pushing. It has this sense of connection. I'm not dropping my head backwards in any way. It's almost like so right now I have this green cushion in front of me, and I'm keeping my eyes on the green cushion, which will contain and support my neck to be more connected. One more time each side. Super cool. Stand to the front of your mat. Lift up on your toes. Sit your bum down. So how do you keep your big toes on the floor? For me, my feet keep wanting to wobble towards the baby toes. Come back up. Stay with your heels off the floor. And then do it again. Up. And one more time. Wobbling gracefully, connectedly. Find the distance that your heel, maybe your heels just hover 1 millimeter off the floor. Nice. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up. Can you feel your feet as you reach upwards? Oh, so wonderful. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, rounding deeply forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest, look forward. Pause there. Deepen the breath. Make a sigh. Nice. Rounding the back. Lengthen your left foot back. Pause. Drop your knee to the floor. Bring your right hand to your right knee. Reach the left arm across and over into elephant. And then touch the floor on the left. Across. Touch the floor on the left. Nice. Across. Last one. Touch the floor on the left. Cool. Both hands to the floor. Lengthen your back leg. Step back into your plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Reach your fingers back. Reach, 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 reach. The reaching back, let it draw your chest upwards. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Tuck your chin in. And breathing into it, reach even more through your fingers. Toes are pointed. Nice. Hands to the floor. Drop your head down. Push back. Push all the way back. Downward dog. So wonderful. So turn your toes to the right. Drop your left hip down. Come back up. Turn your toes to the left. Drop your right hip down. Come back up. Left. Back up. Right hip. Wonderful. All the way back up. Pause. And then stretch the left foot up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, forehead to your knee. Up. Forehead to your knee. Up. Forehead to your knee. Walk forward, all the way forward. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. So we're going to come to kneeling now. So if you want to get a blanket, something underneath your knees, then you're very welcome to. So we're going to start with a high kneeling, okay? You can also do this in sitting. So we're going to do elephant, and if you feel, oh God, my knees don't like that at all, just come to sit or even sit on a chair. Sitting on a chair would be really good for this as well, okay? So just find whatever way you want to do with your legs. And if you're comfortable on your knees, come up to your knees. I'm going to tuck my toes under. It gives me a little bit more ground through my feet. Hands to the front of your hips. Just squeeze your bum and push your hips forward into your hands. And draw your shoulders back. Nice. Hands dangle beside you, and then swing your right hand across into elephant. And as I do that, my left hand travels to the back of my left leg. And then down, over towards the right with your left hand. And so finding the smallest version of this, and then slowly building into the biggest version of this that feels comfortable. Like for me, I love rounding forward as I travel through the center and then leaning back. It really kind of exaggerates the range or gives me connection. And my hand on the back of my thigh is fiercely pushing. It's really connected. If you want to lean even further back, then do, but stay looking where, like forward. You're not looking backwards or upwards. One more time each side. Keep looking forwards. Super cool. Come, land on your back. All the way down, landing on your back. Knees are bent. Just let all that settle. Hand to your heart. Feel your heart beating. Now it's easy to hear. And just sway your knees gently from side to side. And just notice the moments that you hear your heart beating in the midst of the movement. So when my knees are to the side, I can't hear my heart. When my knees are near the center, I can hear my heart again. Notice for you where that is. Nice. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Keep listening to your heart as you roll into your ankles. And then in the other direction. So we're changing our circulatory system by sticking our legs up in the air. I wonder what that does to the heart. Nice. Wrap your arms around the backs of your knees, or hold on to your feet, or hold on to your big toes, or whatever version of pulling your legs a little bit closer towards you. Breathing in, breathing out. Softening into the backs of your legs. Nice. Release. Bring your feet to the floor, hands to your belly, and just pause. Pause, rest, steady yourself. Listen to your heart and this feeling. Very nice, guys. Lovely. And so, task today, as always, write 3 things. It's interesting. I'm noticing how I give up on things a bit too soon. Today I was like, oh, 3 thing. And then I was like, oh, look at that. And so it's interesting my reaction to writing 3 things, even myself. So I wrote them anyways. So notice what arises in you, not even around what you're writing, but around the writing itself. Yeah, it's very interesting. So I'll see you all tomorrow, bright and early or late and snoozy. Depends on the person, of course, when you come and visit me here. So great. I will see you all tomorrow. And thanks a million for joining me. Be well, be awesome, be grateful. Keep writing. Notice what happens. Great. Ciao, ciao.